Hey, Wheezy Radio News, the fuckery video talk. Happy Sabbath day to each and every one of you. Okay? This is another album review that I do on both of my channels here. Make sure you like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So Big L album, right, dropped on Halloween, right? My reaction, right, and I'm gonna give you, how much mics I'm gonna give this album. So, the name of the album is Harlem's Finest, Return of the King. Have you heard the album? What do you think? All right, I'm DJ Wheezy. I did 2025 part 31. I do have part 32 coming up later today. 31, I played about 2 Big L songs, that I haven't heard. All right. Now, let me go through this here for y'all real quick. All right, man. We got 15 tracks on the album. Hold on for a second. Yeah, drinking my little coffee and shit. All right, so it's 15 tracks. Little skits, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got Harlem Universal featuring Herb McGruff. I heard that Big L verse, like through a whole nother fucking song. Now the Herb McGruff, I believe he's from Uptown Harlem, just like Big L. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really heard that verse. All right? You know what I'm saying? But all around, the song is okay. It's called Harlem Universal featuring Herb McGruff. All right. You Ain't Got a Chance featuring Nas. I played this track. I even talked over this song on Wheezy Radio Show Talk. You know what I'm saying? All of my podcast links is here on this channel, so you can check it out. You know what I'm saying? The song is alright. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we got another track called RHN, Real Harlem Niggas, featuring Eric Holden. I haven't heard that track. Well, I mean, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? But most of these Big L songs, is like verses put together, but don't get it fucked up. It does not sound like AI, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Another song we got called Fred Samuel Playground featuring Method Man. I like that track. I never really heard that Big L verse before. And as far as Method Man, talking about, I used to cop that wet. I used to cop that Angel Dust from from Big L. This is when Method Man came out with the album To Cal, like not To Cal 2000. I'm talking about Method Man first fucking album, where he got this song called Bring the Pain. Yeah, that's when Method Man was smoking that shit. That wet, that Angel Dust. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to my cousin, man, because, he always stayed in the streets of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? The Polo Grounds, Taft houses, 110th, 116th. And my cousin used to even smoke that wet. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I'm not even surprised, like, to hear a track like that, of Method Man, saying that or whatever. But the track is pretty alright. I fucks with it. Alright, next track. What is this? Big Lee and Reg featuring Errol Holden. I believe that's like a little skit or something like that. Then we got another track where I actually played it You know, it's called All Alone, Quiet Storm Mix, featuring Novel. I haven't really heard that, coming from Big L or whatever, because he passed away, whatever, whatever, did, certain tracks, whatever, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is kind of good that, you know, it's to keep this rapper name still alive out here. Then we got another old school track. I never even heard this one, you know. Big L featuring Mac Miller and Pale J. It's called Forever. This is like when Big L and rest in peace to Mac Miller was in their prime. This is like some what? Some probably late 90s track or maybe even early 90s because Mac Miller sounds like wild young like when he first came out, you know what I'm saying? Pretty alright. Then we got 7 Minute Freestyle featuring Jay-Z. Who haven't heard this track? I heard this track since listening to WKCR Stretching Bobito, man. You know, when Jay-Z and Big L was in New York City late night from 1 to 5 in the morning freestyling their ass off on the Stretching Bobito show. Alright? So that 7 minute freestyle, if you never heard it, it's like fuck you been at. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just threw it on the album, to try to make the album complete. So I get it. But freestyle is hard, but it's not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? All right, now we got another freestyle off of DJ Doo-Wop mixtape. And this is 1999 featuring Joe Budden, But this is like an old doo-wop mixtape. Now, that freestyle, I never even heard that freestyle, but that's from 1999. So that shit is hard to me, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can check that out. Then we got another Stretch and Bob freestyle, and this is 1998. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's called Dawn and what? Dawn and Sacha intro, featuring Donald Who, Finazzi, and Sacha Jenkins. All right, maybe that might be like a little skit, whatever, a little intro, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the Stretch and Bob freestyle from 1998. And, even about this Stretch and Bob freestyle, like off of WKCR, right? It's a different freestyle. This ain't like, Big L album called The Big Picture. How it's another 98 freestyle. This is like another freestyle, totally something different that I believe I haven't even fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another song, right? Featuring Joey Badass. It's called Grant's Tomb, 1997. It's like basically when Big L and Joey Badass is in their prime. Another fire track. Old school, you know what I'm saying? All right, then we got what? What is this? Like probably some skit, like when Big L was probably live and fucking Park freestyling, whatever. Live at what? Rock and Will, 1992, featuring Showbiz. Like y'all ever heard of Showbiz and AG? You know what I'm saying? And then we got How Will I Make It? Park West High School mix. I believe I heard this track already. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on a different beat or something. Maybe it was, because some of what's on this album here is like unreleased fucking tracks. You know what I'm saying? Then we got what? Dawn and Sacha at Inwood Hill Park closing scene. All right, that's like, like skit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the bonus track. It's called Put the Mic Down. I haven't even heard that. featuring Party Artie, you know? But other than that, man, my review for this whole album here. If Big L never passed away and he was still alive, I would give this album 4 mics. But I'm giving it 3. Not 3.5 to 4. I'm giving it 3 mics. Why? Because it's a lot of old stuff from the 90s, you know, that they had to put together. It's not like you're listening to something where you could just tell that this shit is AI. This is not AI. They really, whoever put this album together, they really took their time and put the album together to keep Big L's legacy alive. So I give it 3 mics. It's a good album. He has lyrics to go. But, you know, it's a lot of early Big L tracks. Some I heard, some of them I have not heard. All right? So I came to y'all, you know, because this album dropped on Halloween, you know? Halloween is over. It's the first of the month. And I just wanted to review this album. But I fucks with Big L, man. Rest in peace. Harlem representative out there. You know, the Big L mural is out there in Harlem, man. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace, Big L. I got my Halloween Madness 3 final episode. I was supposed to do this episode yesterday. I just could not get to do the episode. So now, today, I will be doing the episode. All right? Later, y'all. Wheezy Radio News and the Fuckery Video Talk. Stay tuned for the next video and a live stream later.